Joe, a narrow defeat to a strong Fylde side. How do you sum up that performance from the boys?
First half nowhere near it, second half a lot better. I think we're doing a lot of talking at the moment in terms of what a talented side we are, how capable we are, the individuals we have, what we're capable of. But at times in that first half we looked scared and we looked like boys, which was very frustrating because I keep saying week in, week out about how hard they train, how hard they work. But that's nothing if you don't turn up on a Saturday in front of your home crowd and play to your level, and we didn't. Fylde looked like what I knew they would be. Experienced, streetwise, some good campaigners, very clean with the ball. Craig's done a good job, and there's a reason why. They're very fancied within this division, but at the same time, come the end of 95 minutes, the stats are exactly the same in terms of final third entries, in terms of shots. We've had more crosses in their box and asked more questions in the second half. We've let ourselves down with a really poor first half.
You've already touched on the second half, but the fight back in the second half proved to be too much in the end. What do you think that was down to?
Because we give ourselves too much to do, and it's getting really, really annoying because I know what the boys are capable of. And listen, it's my fault because I set us up a certain way. I want us to play a certain way. At times, the first goal can happen, and I'm not getting on at that individual because he's been excellent for me since I've been here, and he's been excellent since he joined the football club. In terms of the way we play, we know we've got so much more in us than that. But obviously when results don't go your way and you get on the type of run we're on at the moment, you can feel sorry for yourselves. And among a few other things, at half time, one of the things I did say was, don't feel sorry for yourself. Be the best version of yourself. Because if we can play to our level, this game's still here for you. And you know, it weren't like we turned into Barcelona second half either. It was just a case of our distances were better. We landed on more second balls. We've done the basics of the game better. And then you can handle the ball and you can play. And when they do that, we're a very capable side, as I keep saying, but I sound like a broken record and I'm fed up with it.
Tom Wilson and Ross Crane were obviously out through suspension. Do you think that played a part in why the first half performance wasn't as good as the second?
No, because it's the best bench we've had. That's the first game since I've been in this position that I've had a bench to pick from. Midfielders, centre forwards, centre halves, whoever I've put on today has made a massive impact. I ain't had that for 3 games. So did we miss Craney? Yes. Did we potentially miss Tom Wilson? Yes, because they're not here. However, the lads that stepped in, I think done very, very well. I felt Charlie Wilson on his debut, excellent. Done a lot of things really, really well. Different positions for a couple, they adapted it to that well as well. But we've lost the game of football, which is very frustrating.
Michael Gyasi back on the field after some time out. How pleased are you to see him back out there? Because it looked like he had a good performance.
Yeah, the first 25 minutes is what Mickey's about. When he's like that, I think probably people heard me about 10 minutes into the second half. No one can live with you when you're like that. I think he blew a gasket the last 10 minutes because he put so much in, but we need that Mickey all the time. And listen, I've known Mickey for 5-6 years now. I know what that lad's capable of. I think the world of him, we all do. But for him to do what he's capable of and go to the next level is about consistency in performance and in his attitude each day in training. That kid's special when he's at it, and I will do everything I can to get him to where he should be, because when he's like that, he's a joy to watch, and day to day he's a joy to be around. His response from his last performance here was excellent, so I'm so pleased for him for that. Now his challenge is to keep it going.
A short turnaround with Worksop away on Tuesday. What needs to be different for us to get a result there?
Compete, get up against people, win second balls, go and land. When the ball goes forward, you go forward. When we've got the ball, you run forward. And do what's being asked, and the boys, they'll admit it themselves. You spoke to any one of them, they know that first half is nowhere near good enough, and it weren't a shape thing, it weren't a tactical thing. They set up exactly how we thought they would. We set up pressing traps that did work when we committed to them, and then we weren't quite as clinical as what they were. But if you're going to win a game of football, first thing you've got to do is run around, and run around hard. And if you do that, then talent can shine, because you can get on the ball, we can work patterns and rotations. But if you're not going to compete for second balls, and if the distance between our centre half and centre forward is 60 yards, anyone can play through you, never mind a team with the quality of Fylde. So the boys know it. I'm done talking, and we're done talking. It's time to go and put things into action, because if not, sooner or later, too many results get away from you, and that can't happen with this group. So I promise you, Tuesday there will be a reaction, because I've got no doubt that group will give me one.